Hi. Hi guys. We are going to do some special occasion makeup today. I am loving it. 'Tis the season. I was lining out like all the things, the special occasions I can think of, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it really is special occasion makeup time." This just happens to be influenced by wedding makeup that I did last weekend, and somebody asked me about it, and then another person mentioned I should do a tutorial. And then one of the women that I did the makeup on was like, "Hey, can you tell me how to do it? Because I would like to recreate it." And I'm like, wait, all of these three people are asking the same thing. And when three people, when you hear something three times, you got to do it. That's the rule. So here we are. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about special occasion makeup in general. And then I'm going to show you this look that I'm just loving right now in general. And this is something that you could absolutely tone down a little bit for daytime. Or if you're a drama girl, wear it. I'm a drama girl. Do it. Do whatever you want. So let's go for it. Now, the first thing that we want to do is making sure that your face is fully prepped and primed. And like we did glow facials last night, which is our glass skin event that we do on Thursday nights. So my face just happens to be very glow-tastic today. So it's got all the treatments from last night, which I am loving. So everything feels good. I also did satin lips last night. So if you are doing special occasion makeup or you are in a special occasion, satin lips is vital. You don't want to get a great lip going and then it's like peeling and chapped and you put lip balm on. Like, don't do all that. You've got to scrub your lips with the sugar scrub and then put your butter balm on before you get going with your makeup so that it can look fantastic all day long. Because one of the things with special occasion makeup the number one thing is wearability. Like, it's got to look great. Probably we started makeup at 6:45 on Saturday morning and they were partying till midnight. So it's got to look great the whole time, which is challenging, right? So the skin underneath is everything. Like, if I could do a bridal boot camp for people, if you would call me a month before your wedding or your special occasion and say, "Heather, I need a bridal boot camp," we would start with skincare and I could get your skin in shape for that special occasion in a month. Absolutely, no doubt about it. So just, keep that in the back of your mind because that's everything. So for our makeup, of course, we always start with our eyes. That does not change. And our brow kits. Man, I don't know who I got to talk to make these part of our regular line, but we could be known for these. That's how great they are. So I use them for everything, of course, and my own self. And I'm going to use dark brunette. This is the pomade piece of it. And I'm doing like a mapping. So I'm really lining the bottom, the top, and then I'm filling in as well. Because I want every piecey, juicy, good morsel of the brow. Because the brow is really going to stand out. And we really want it to. We want a nice, strong brow for special occasion makeup. I did one girl last weekend and she was fair. And I mean fair. And I did the blonde eyebrow kit on her and she's like, "I have brows." And like, they weren't too much. They weren't overwhelming, but it really does frame your face. So you got to make sure that you're paying attention to those. So that is first and foremost. Here's the powder. Just being set right in there. Okay, and then I have primer on my eyes. I still have a couple of the Mary Kay primers that have been discontinued that we love to use for special occasion makeup. I'm going to have to go get another brand here pretty soon to work with because you've got to prime your eyes. Oily eyelids, dry eyelids. Oily eyelids, they take all that makeup and they goop it up right there in the middle, and dry eyelids, makeup just falls off your face. So we've got to make sure that makeup stays on. Good thing we've got Chroma Fusion eye color and cheek color, which just means that it has a cream base to it. So it's going to stay longer and stick better. So that is something that we've got going for us for sure in the Mary Kay world. Okay, clean off. That's my professional cleaning of my colors here. So of course we're going to take our eye makeup brush and we're going to dig into our light matte color. And we want this very subtle. We want this just to lightly frame underneath that brow. And then we're also going to use it on the inside of the eye. Now, right here is where you have to make a decision on the shape of your eyelid, how old the person is, what's going on right here. I would not wear shimmer myself, but I put shimmer on everybody that I worked on last week. So, take that for what it's worth. Maybe you could I like to do a half and half. We'll do a half and half. I'm going to take Blossom and a little bit of Smoky Quartz. So we've got a light pinkish matte white and then a shiny silver. I mixed them together because then I can have the best of both worlds. And I'm going to stick that right there on the inside of the eye, get all the way down to the lashes. And then I'm going to make sure I come underneath that as well. Okay, see, I can live with this. This will work on my eyes. Really, this color is vital to how bright and awake and alive that part is. And of course, daily, but really when you get photography makeup starting to flash on that, you want that to be nice and bright through there. Now take your Domey brush, your eye smudger brush, with that same product, the same Smoky Quartz and Blossom. Brow color, Kathy, is our dark brunette brow kit. It's the best. Okay, and I'm going to come underneath. And I'm going to make sure there's no stop start right through here because it can lag. Like if your skin isn't taut, it's a funny word, then it can lag in here. Oh, there it is, right there. You can see where it kind of stop starts over the crease of my skin. This brush will help you get in there like that and smooth that out. So that is absolute key because of photography, because pictures, that classic bride looking down of the eyeshadow and they're looking at the ring or they're, something like that. We want to make sure that there's no stop start, there's no dragging and pulling on that color. So that is key. Okay, now we're going to do Cashmere Haze. So we're going to keep this matte, of course. And so this look was really inspired by when I ask for bridal makeup or bodybuilding makeup or special, whatever makeup that we're doing for that occasion. One thing I ask for is Pinterest pictures because I want to see what they see. I want to see what they think is special occasion makeup, what they find beautiful, things like that. So I want to see what that look is. 90% of the time, people will bring me a smoky eye, a super exaggerated smoky eye, super light, super shiny, super dark. And sometimes that's black, sometimes that's deep brown, but 90% of the time, that's what they'll do. The other people bring me something shiny and glowy and things like that. So this look stems from a smoky eye, but we're going to do it in a way that's going to look beautiful. It's not, I see some makeup artists, they'll take pictures like of that particular moment, but it doesn't look good the rest of the day. It's starting to look like a grease ball. You've got shimmer everywhere. It may be a pretty eyeshadow look, but it doesn't make her look pretty. And that to me is where I draw the line. I want the person in the chair, or if it's on yourself, I want that part to look beautiful. I don't care oh my gosh, I really loved your makeup at your wedding. That's not a compliment I'm fishing for. I'm fishing for my word, she looks gorgeous. My word, that's what I'm looking for. So this look is that inspiration from the smoky eye look, but also in a wearability way that we don't have anything harsh. Because if you've been following all the work that I'm doing on color analysis, let's say 75%, and I'm being generous, can wear black. So why would I put black eyeshadow on anybody? Now that I know that, that's just not going to happen. So unless I know full well that she is a winter in front of me and her contrast level can handle it, I will. But that's not where I'm going. I can pick softer colors that will make her look beautiful and still maintain that drama look that she's going for, because I understand what she's going for and I want to give that to her for sure. Okay. Now, so I've got the Cashmere Haze in the mid-tone right through there. And now I'm going to blend cashmere haze with a little bit of granite. Okay, so that is going to come outside and we're going to pull inside about 3/4 of the way. That granite is going to give it a little bit, it's going to give it a touch of shimmer. I would say more of a glow than a shimmer. And it provides a really pretty, like granite is, it's this grayish brown, cool, versatile color. Anybody can wear it. It's, okay, if you're a home paint girl, home designer person like I am, I'm not a designer, I would like to be. It's a greige. So it's a beige gray. It's right there. I paint everything in a greige because I don't want it to be too cool. I don't want it to be too warm. I want it to be versatile. And granite is that color for you. Okay. Now I'm going to take a touch of espresso, which is a deep brown. So I told you we're staying away from the black. We're not doing that, but I do need the depth. So right on top of that granite mixture that I just created, I'm just going to smudge in a little bit of espresso. The drama without the heaviness. We don't want our bride, our graduate, our mom to feel heavy. That is the opposite of what we're looking for. We want it to be pretty and light with a touch of drama, for sure. Now, when they start looking like this, it's okay. Don't freak out. And don't give them the mirror because they are going to freak out. Okay. So that is the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go right into liner. So I don't always use liner. You know that. I use eyeshadow most of the time. But on this, we absolutely want liner. And I'm going to use Steely. You can use deep brown as well. But I like Steely. It's gray. Looks really good. One of the women that I did last weekend, she's got deep brown eyes. And man, this gray, silver, steely looks, I mean, her eyes look so brown and rich. It was so pretty. Okay, so we're just pressing it in. We don't need to be perfect. We're not looking for a perfect eyeliner line. Okay, now I'm going to take my brush that I love so much, my little eyeliner brush. That's what I use for my eyebrows as well. I think it actually says eyebrow eyeliner brush on it. So there you go. Now I'm going to take my espresso right on top of the Steely. It's such a cool look. I know. It's brown going over a gray. But what we're doing, once again, we're creating that greige kind of neutral but dramatic look. And I want to come in here. And I want to get right there on the inside corner. And I want to make sure, once again, that there's no lines. There's no stop start. Like right there, I want to make sure that tapers in so it doesn't look like there is going to be any kind of stop start. Okay, here's another little tip. I've got that espresso on my brush. Go on the underneath side of your lashes. Not on the waterline, but right on the underneath side and press it in there. It gives you more drama without adding bulk, and that is key. Okay, now underneath the eyes. Most of the time, you'll want to do a light color. I'm going to take this espresso granite combination and go underneath. I did have somebody in the bridal party ask me not to do that. You can absolutely just keep that nude as well. I would say if they carry a lot of pink around their eyes like I do, you're going to want to put something there. You can do it really light, but you're going to want to do something there. Okay, now let's clean up, of course. Looking like a hot disaster area here. I'm going to take my moisturizer. Okay, wipe this off. Now, I want you to go right underneath that eyeliner line and swoop up. We got to make sure that we clean that area really well. You don't want anything smeared. We don't want that eyeliner line thick under there. We want to keep that really nice and thin. Yes, Danny, of course, blonde hair girlies can wear this look. You just have to, you know, if they've got a high contrast level, they can wear darker application. If they're lighter, fairer contrast level, lower contrast level, then you need to soften it up a little bit. So, and that doesn't necessarily have to do with hair color, though sometimes it can. Okay. Ready? Curl those eyelashes. We are going to do false eyelashes. I'm not going to actually do it on because I'm not wearing false eyelashes today because they will drive my eyes crazy. And I got stuff to do, but I'll tell you how to do it. So curl the eyelashes, then add your mascara. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're doing false eyelashes. But I need, especially if your eyelashes are light, they will show up against the false eyelashes. And so that would be bad. That would be bad. Defeat the purpose. Okay. I will need to go back and do another 2 coats on there, but for purposes, Great Heights mascara, 3 coats of Great Heights mascara. It's going to change your life. Now, here's the false eyelash tip. Go get Ardell Invisiband Wispies. They are my favorite. I have used seriously everything. The key here is the Invisiband. See, that's not a black band. It's invisible. That is key. That black band will, all that work you did on light around the eyes and no black and soft eyeliner, you would have done, you'll erase it in one swoop of an eyelash. So make sure you use the Invisibands there. And I trim usually the first 3 off the inside. Depends on how long the eye is, but it's pretty typical that I'm going to trim at least the first, the 2 bigs and the little right there on the inside. And then, okay, so those are my favorite. And then I used to use Ardell glue, but I changed. I went to Sally Beauty Supply and the girl was like, have you ever used this? And I was like, no, but I'm a creature of habit. She's like, just try it. I said, okay. So I bought, what is this called? Lash Couture, super strong, clear glue. And here's what I love about it is that it's a pin. So you can do it right on the back of your hand, set the lashes in it, or you can draw right on top of the eyeliner and then set it in there. But I love the pin on this. It has a better control and it makes that glue line skinnier. So switch over to that. That is awesome. And then you do not put mascara on top of your false eyelashes. Okay, so you've got that 1 coat of mascara on your actual lash. You put that wispy on there. It really brightens and everything. Don't put mascara on the top. Okay, now you got that all. You're good. This is where I put my eye cream on me, whatever. I use the Time Wise eye cream because it looks like a little Instagram filter. And at that point, usually it's early in the morning. They've had a crazy week. Bride is not sleeping, you know that. And so we need to kind of smooth everything out. If I can get them to wear hydrogel eye patches while we're getting ready, that is a bonus as well. So a little bit of the Time Wise eye cream. And then you're going to do CC cream. CC cream as the primer. And then if you guys saw my sun reel the other day, if you're a sun girl or a tan girl or want to be, go watch my reel I did on how to make everything match when you are not a sun girl on your face, but you're very clearly a sun girl on your body, whether it's sunless tanner or not. Oh, here's a tip. Spray tans, sunless tanner, whatever you use for your body. Do not put that on your face. Don't put it 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 on your face. You make your foundation match. You do not put that on your face because what happens is, and this is what I learned in bodybuilding when I did the makeup for so many years for them, they would get a spray tan. Well, what does spray tan do? It takes your pigment and it heightens it, right? Well, what if you have one freckle, one blemish, one sun damage spot, all it does is it exaggerates it and makes it darker. So then you look then you're like looking very, very damaged. What it also does is it fades. So you wash your face twice as much, 3 times as much as you wash your body, right? Well, it fades faster. And when a spray tan fades, it blotches. It's inconsistent. If you exfoliate, which you should be, it's going to look like a smattery mess. Don't do it. I'm going to save your life right there. Okay? That's all I got for you. That's not all I got for you. I'm telling you, it is a life changer. Okay. See how much darker that is than my skin? It's because my body is so much darker than my face, because I do not allow any sun on my face. I will not apologize for allowing it on my body. Don't hit me in the DMs about how I should not be in the sun, because I'm not listening. It's a good way to get it deleted, I tell you. Okay. So, I am CC creamed up. Whether you're doing that with your hands. Sorry, I'm looking at the mirror behind my phone, making sure I don't look crazy. Like I said, I got stuff to do today. I'm going to go do color analysis today. I'm so excited. My cousin owns the cutest boutique in the entire world. It's like a home design boutique, which, stop. It's fabulous. But I get to go up there and play. So, okay, so I've got my CC cream on. And then I'm going to go through with my Time Wise Matte Foundation. There is no better special occasion makeup than this. No better special. Oh, Sandra, I don't typically do that, by the way. When it's just myself, it gunks up your brush too fast on that CC cream. Just FYI. I do it when I'm applying makeup, though. Okay. I'm a mess. Okay, Time Wise Matte Foundation is the prettiest foundation to photograph with. It doesn't look thick. It doesn't look cakey. It wears beautifully. I'm telling you, this foundation is incredible. You're not getting a mask. We don't want a mask. That's not the look we're going for. We want beauty. And this is enough to cover all of the things that you would want to cover, but also not making you look like you are wearing a complete shield of makeup. Okay. There we go. I got a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand left. I'm going to take my under eye corrector. Oh, Carolyn, thank you. Thank you. This queen goal is quite the goal, I gotta say. I've never had a goal to be queen of anything before. I've been runner-up several times, but I've never, ever, ever wanted to be queen. This is the first time in 21 years, so I appreciate the shout-out and the Go Fight win, because it's very scary. We have 7 weeks left, and I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to keep fighting, and that's what we do. Okay, so under eye corrector mixed with foundation. That is going to ensure you don't have to carry all of those concealers around with you, because that foundation color is going to mesh with your under eye corrector and it'll pull the right color for you. Okay, so we're really going to brighten this up, but we're really going to make sure that we're not being thick and heavy and cakey. We want, thank you, Angel, you're the best. We don't want thick, heavy, and cakey, especially under that eye area. But we do want to brighten. Brighten underneath my eye right there, right on top of my cheekbone, right around my nose area, into the laugh line. Thank you, Carolyn. I need the how and the who. Who wants to be part of this? Okay, we're going to go over those brows. You see how everything just visibly lifts when I do that? That's a huge key in special occasion makeup, is light and bright and lifting. And all we did was that under eye corrector mixed with our residual foundation. It's like the fastest hack to let the perfect color. There we go. Smooth that out. Making sure this is all smooth. And you can squish up and like see where it creases and kind of smooth those places out there. Okay. There we go. Bright, bright, bright. Beautimous. Now let's set this bad boy. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you, and I had it sitting right here. I will use my finishing spray on my brush. I'll spray it on my brush for several of these things. Actually, really just one. I'll spray it for that espresso right there, and anything that I do like with that little brush on the inside, I'll actually spray the brush before I hit my eyeshadow. I forgot to say that. So sorry. And then I'm probably going to spray right now their face and then let it dry for a second. And then we're going to go hit it with some translucent powder. So my translucent powder, it's all I'm going to use on this. Usually I mix it with silky setting powder. I'm just going to go straight translucent powder. We're going to press it. Probably use a little bit more than I would typically use on a daily day. On a daily day. I like that. I'm going to press it into your skin. And then, this is vital, make sure you do my little trick that takes your cheapy sponge, puts it into your translucent powder, and stacks it under the eye and the sides of your nose and your little laugh line area. Any area that is maybe just a touch more crepey, wrinkled. So if you've got some forehead wrinkles, setting it in there, absolutely. Pores. Okay, so that, see, look at this is looking good. Okay, now cheeks. Cheeks. Are you ready? We do not want to do a lot of heavy contouring and heavy bronzering or anything like that. I promise you, it will not be a blessing in pictures. They will not like that. It will look dirty. So we're going to keep this light and bright, and we're going to, this faux contour that I've been doing that is trending. I'm not going to say that it's me that started the trend, but I think it was me that started this trend because I'd never heard of anybody doing it. And now it's like the number 4 trending idea for summer makeup. Right here, right here. Okay. So I'm going to take Desert Rose right underneath when that cheekbone starts to turn under. So I want the dimension, right? But I don't want the harshness. There is nothing about special occasion makeup that needs to be hard and harsh. Nothing about makeup that needs to be hard and harsh. Okay, right underneath those cheekbones. Then I'm going to do rosy nude because I don't want the extra shimmer. But girls that want the extra shimmer, Honey Glow, Shy Blush, really pretty for those. Maybe even Rogue Rose would be really pretty if you're a cool girl. Because this is where you start to really differentiate. If they're sitting in front of you and they're wearing a navy dress for the wedding, very common, blues and grays and navies and silvers and things like that, then, and they're a cool girl, well then absolutely, you know, Rogue Rose, throw that on top of the Desert Rose, keeping that high right there. But if they're warm and they're wearing the bride's colors, which, you know, she picked it out, so she gets to pick it out. But you can start to mess with her cheeks and lips to make it more flattering to her, even though she's wearing something that would be off palette for her. And that's totally good. You can do it without providing a clash. You can do it in a very complimentary way. So like Shy Blush is a great way to warm somebody up. If they're wearing, just in general, warming them up, but you can do that in a way that it doesn't look like it's conflicting. Desert Rose for contour, yes. Go check out some of my videos and some of summer trending because I'm going to start taking responsibility for it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Then I'm going to take Rose lip liner. I love rose lip liner. It's just great. You can also, depending on like how dark and light they are, you can go to a tawny nude, a mauve nude, a beige nude, anything like that. Or those are the good colors. Now, you want to have some fun? I did a wedding makeup several years ago we did hot pink lips. They had black dresses and then their flowers were hot pink. And so we did hot pink lips on the entire bridal party and the bride. And it's still to this day one of my favorite weddings I've ever done. I loved it so much. So don't be afraid. Doesn't have to be nude all the time or soft pink. Have some fun. Okay. This one is, I know, Joanne, I'm going to be a trendsetter. This one is like my signature look that I'm loving right now is trademark pink over rose lip liner. Now, once again, if you're a warm girl, do something like casual rose, or if you want to be bright, do poppy please, or always apricot, something like that. Hushed blush would be perfectly beautiful right here. So don't be afraid to mess with that. And then I'm going to do a soft nude lip gloss. You want lip gloss. That is key. You want all three. With special occasion makeup, you want to layer. It lasts longer, but also you want that the complexity of those dimensions there. So gloss, I love Fancy Nancy on special occasion makeup. We did Pink Fusion on the bride, and we did beige nude, hushed blush, beige nude natural, one of our new hydrating lip balms, and then Pink Fusion over the top. I know that sounds crazy. It was fantastic because she needed a little bit of lift, but not too much, just with her coloring. So that was really fun. So have fun with the lips on this. And I'm hoping this helped you, this little tutorial on special occasion makeup. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what you're going to try. And hope that helped anything. Let me know if any questions. I'll put the colors in the comments section. Carolyn, I see this. I love Shy Blush. What matte would you recommend as an alternative to that? If you are a warm girl, I would do Juicy Peach. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not as much as Shy Blush does. If you're a cool girl, Rosy Nude and Desert Rose are like, they're so good. They're so good. Rogue Rose is also really beautiful. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, those are my favorites, I think, there. Kind of depends on what your coloring is. Okay, and then spray on some finishing spray at this point as well, and everything will be perfect from the moment that you do that all night long. And like I said, that's key, is not only what do you look like at the beginning when the pictures are taken, but what do you look like all day long? That's the test of great makeup right there. So hope you guys have a great Friday. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.